Basically, looping is used to repeat one statement for more than one time. To repeat a statement for more than one time, we're using this iterative concept. Okay, so I will start. So, sometimes happen that if you want to repeat one statement for more than one time, we're using okay. A looping statement enable you to execute the same statement for a certain number of time. If you want to execute the same statement for a certain number of time, we're using looping. You can enclose the statement within the loop construct, execute the statement till specified condition is met. Okay, so in a looping we have to pass a condition. तो जब तक आपका कंडीशन ट्रू रहता है तब तक आपका स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होता है. ओके, सो दिस लूपिंग इज ऑफ टू टाइप. So generally, when anybody is asking question, you are telling that looping is 3 type, looping is 4 type. But actually, the looping is 2 type. One is your fixed loop, another is your variable loop. Fixed loop means where the number of repetition is known. Means you know that how many time your repetition is going on. Suppose I am giving you a task that you have to show all the number from 1 to 10. So you know that the 10 time your looping will execute. And variable loop means what? If I'm asking you that you have to take the input, you have to evaluate the number of students they have to apply for a particular job. So in advance you don't know how many people will apply for the job in advance. It may be 50,000, it may be a 1 lakh. So where you don't know how many time the number of repetition is going on, that is called as a variable loop. मैं अगर आपको बोलूंगा 1 से लेकर 10 तक इवन नंबर दिखाओ, तो you know that how many time the looping is going on, it is countable in the finger. If I'm asking you find out all the even and odd number between 1 to like 100 crores, then there is a confusion and then you cannot calculate. So that is called as a variable loop. Looping is of two type. One is fixed loop, another is variable loop. Fixed loop means where you know how many times the number of repetition is going on. Variable loop means you don't know in advance how many times the repetition is going on. So for applying this looping, we're using three looping construct. Three looping construct we're using. One is for loop, while loop, another is do while loop. Three looping construct means it is the way of applying the looping. So Java support three type of looping construct. It enable you to execute the same statement for a certain number of time. You can enclose the statement within the loop construct, and loop construct execute this statement till the specified condition is met. The for loop, while loop, and do while loop, it is the three type of looping that we are using, which is used to apply the repetition concept. Now first I move to the for loop. The for loop contains the three parts. First is your initialization, checking condition, then next is your increment and decrement. First is initialization. First you initialize the value, then you go for condition checking till your condition is true, then increment and decrement is going on. Now you can create a infinite loop. Infinite loop means your repetition is going on number of time, it is not having any kind of break. When the looping is executed for the infinite time, when you leave these three statement blank, then it is called as the infinite loop. Okay, so before that, first I go for the example of for loop. So I am showing you one simple program to make you understand how this for loop is working in Java. For int I is equals to 1, 1 is less than 2. So first I define a class, then main method. For int I is equals to 1, 1 is less than 10, condition is true, it is printing you 1. Then here we define increment and decrement. So 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 is less than 10, condition is true, then it is printing you 2. Again it is increment to 3, 3 is less than 10, condition is true, then it is printing you 3. So same process it is going on till your condition is evaluated to false. So now I execute this program.
सर वेरिएबल डिक्लेरेशन को तो
variable एडी डिक्लेरेशन ला int I is equals to 1
डायरेक्ट कौन सर फॉर कंडीशन भितर
हां तमे बाहर भी करि परियो
जदि सर ऊपर आईएनटी धरा आईएनटी आई धरा डिक्लेयर हैला तो ता भीतर कोन आसे आईएनटी आई इक्वल टू 1 लिखो ना आई इक्वल टू 1 लिखो डायरेक्ट
ऊपर जदि हमें डिफाइन कर दवा तले देखौ छी प्रोग्राम टा कोन हो see there it is showing you 1 to 10 now if I not define here int I is equals to 1 again I run the file see there it's showing you the same output okay
यस सर
so in the outside of the for loop you can also define it the next example that is sum of first 10 number so int sum is equals to 0 then I is equals to 1 so 1 is less than 10 condition is true then it is printing you 1 so now in the sum plus equals to I that means sum is equals to sum plus I so in sum previously 0 is present so 0 plus 1 is now 1 so first 1 rahla I value is increment to 2 2 is less than 10 condition is true 2 is less than 10 then it is printing you 2 here and in sum is equals to sum plus I in sum already 1 is there so 1 plus 2 is 3 now I value is increment to 3. 3 is less than 10. Condition is true. So it is printing you 3. So 3 plus 3, it is showing you 6. I value is increment to 4. 4 is less than 10. Condition is true. So it is printing you 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. I value is increment to 5. 5 is less than 10. Condition is true. Then here it is 15. The similar way it is added all the number from 1 to 10 and show the result. So I run the file here. Okay, so it is showing you 1 to 10 and sum of the 10 number is 55. So again I write another program. That you have to import the two number and add all the number between the two. दिग्विजय समझ में आ रहा है तो शुभम आत्मज्योति आशीष बुझी हुई
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not sir.
import java.util.scanner I give another name addition range. So now I define here int sum is equals to 0. Then I define here scanner I equals to scanner then system.in, which is used for taking the keyboard input, and here I define two number num1 num2. So here I define system.out.println println, it is asking for you मतलब हम दो नंबर एंटर करेंगे, उसके अंदर जो नंबर आएगा उसको एडिशन करके दिखाएगा. एंटर फर्स्ट नंबर norm1 is equal to s dot next int. Enter second number norm2 is equals to s dot next int. Then I define another variable here, I is equals to norm, I norm1 का वैल्यू i में स्टोर होगा, i लेस देन इक्वल्स टू norm2 i plus plus. So it is printing all the number, then sum is equals to sum plus I. Then sum of between two numbers are then now check Java C file name dot sorry scanner is I just it is already defined. Okay. Enter first number. Suppose I give here 10. Enter second number 20. It is showing you all the number from 10 to 20 and sum of all the number from 10 to 20 is 165. Clear this program?
Yes,
Shubham,
yes sir.
Vijay, Atmajyoti.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Basically, it is used to take the two number from user and show the result.
सर ये जो फॉर वाला कंडीशन थोड़ा और समझा दीजिए.
A condition for loop का, हाँ देखो, तो first we are entering a number, enter first number, so the number that I have passed it is stored in a norm1. तो 10 जो है वो नॉर्म 1 में स्टोर हो गया, 20 जो है वो नॉर्म 2 में स्टोर हो गया। अभी नॉर्म 1 का जो वैल्यू 10 है वो आकर आई में स्टोर हो जाएगा, तो 10 इज लेस देन नॉर्म 2, 10 इज लेस देन नॉर्म 2, यस 10 इज लेस
हाँ
देन
सर समझ गया।
नॉर्म 2 में 20 स्टोर है, तो यहाँ पर 10 दिखाएगा। ओके, समझ में आया? तो
हाँ सर, उसके बाद ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज होगा 20,000।
वो जो प्रीवियस का जो एग्जांपल था बस वही आगे से।
हाँ सर क्लियर।
ये प्रोग्राम फॉर एंटर टू नंबर्स and show all numbers in between and its addition. Okay. Okay, so I have show you the first program of for loop, two program of for loop. In the next class, I will go for other for loop example and as well as the while and do while loop. Okay, so tomorrow we will meet at 8:30. Okay.
सर इसका थ्योरेटिकल थोड़ा सा मिल सकता है क्या,
किसका?
पीडीएफ टाइप का?
हाँ, एक प्रोग्राम में
इसका पीडीएफ टाइप का।
हाँ, उसका पीडीएफ भी दे दूंगा, पीडीएफ भी दे दूंगा और प्रोग्राम भी दे दूंगा। ओके,
ठीक।
ओके, चलो, गुड नाइट।
गुड नाइट।